Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I apologize for it being a while since we've recorded anything. That's going to be a whole episode in itself. I'll be explaining why it's been a while since I've downloaded anything. In the meantime, it is coming to the end of deer season here in Georgia. And for those who are going to live off grid and potentially hunt their own food, here's a quick video for beginners on how to skin and quarter a deer. By no means am I a professional at this. I'm a beginner, just like some of you guys out there. But you may find some good tips on how to skin and quarter a deer. After this, I'll be making another video where I will be butchering the deer. I keep them on ice for 10 days, rotating the ice. So once that 10 days is up, I'll then make another video on how to butcher and process ready for the freezer. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. Like I said at the beginning, there will be another video as to why I haven't made some videos in the last couple of months. Let me just say this, that the video that will explain that, it will be viewer discretion advised. Okay, yeah, we'll see in that one. If you don't like the sight of butchering animals and a little bit of blood, then please just click on one of our other videos that's up here on the channel. If you do want to learn how to skin and quarter game, then stay tuned. Here we go. So hey guys, in the interest of keeping it clean, I've already hung it, as you can see. Pretty simple. You go through the where the tendon is there on the leg. Just put a hole, and then you put your hook through, and obviously then you can pull it up. So how to start is you're going to ring these two legs. You're going to ring them both around there, and you're going to just take it all the way around. Don't cut the tendon. There's a tendon in the back there. Don't cut that. Okay, if you cut that, this will fall. We're going to cut around here, then we're going to come down to the center, and then we're going to fold this back. Cut down the back, and we're going to fold it to the back. So that's what we're doing. So one thing I do want to say, right in this area here is its scent glands. If you were here and you could have smell-o-vision, you can really smell those glands. They sit at the back, just higher, and as we get to them, I'll show you them. You've got to pull them out. Don't leave them with the meat, or they will tarnish it. So, as you can see, I've got a hold over the hide, and you just nice and slowly just taking it around the leg. Try and keep as much of the hair off as possible. So we're at the tendon. Remember, you do not want to cut it. We're just taking the hide away. And you get the tendon, just take your time Like everything else, there's no rush. Practice makes perfect. I'm by no means a professional at this. This is off-grid for beginners, and this is only my 6th deer I've ever quartered on my own. One thing I forgot to mention is that I did field dress it. I have field dressed it, meaning that I opened up the cavity and removed all the internal organs. It makes it easier to be part of the food chain in the woods and leave it for somebody else to eat. And you really want the internal organs out as soon as possible. The longer that they're in there, the more gases they're going to build up. So just FYI, it's good to get them out as soon as possible. I'm going around by the tendon again, so like before, nice and easy, take your time, no rush. When you start to rush, like everything that we do, if we start to rush, we'll start making mistakes, and we don't want to make mistakes. We do not. While you're doing this, try and keep as much hair off the meat as you can. I do have the hose pipe right here. I'm going to keep my hands relatively hair free and clean, just to make my life easier. Again, nice and steady around the tendon. We're just taking off the hide, that's all. There's the tendon, see it. Around it. Okay, so there's the 2 tendons done. Nice and steady. Peel it back. So what we're going to do now is we are going to grab this hide here, and we are going to take it all the way back down to the genitalia. Fold it over the back, and as you can see, I've got it lower down. I'm working at chest level. I don't want to be working up here. I want to be able to see exactly what I'm doing. So again, just grab the hide and just taking it down all the way to the center. I've already removed the penis when I removed all the internal organs. I'm going to grab it by the scrotum and then pull. As you can see, it's coming over the back now, so I'm going to work that hide. Both sides. And you can apply pressure when you're pulling on the hide. Nice and steady, keep your knife right on the sinew on the hide. And you'll retain, obviously, all of the meat. I have looked into tanning hides, but it is a lot of work. I see this here, that is the gland. Okay, so while you're at this point, grab a hold of it. My knife might need sharpening. I'm going to filleting knife, it's going to work better. Grab a hold of that gland. Cut the whole thing off. Don't leave that on your meat, it will taint it. So I have swapped knives to a filleting knife. That is my field knife that I was using, which isn't nice and sharp, but this just bends much easier. Again, see the gland, grab a hold of it. That's the scent gland on the male, the buck. It can start to taint the meat. So I'm getting to the point where I need it a little bit higher. I'm going to take it up. So I've raised it up a little bit higher, and I have cut off the tail. It's like, it's not a bone as such, it's like cartilage. So the tail's off, everything's down the back now, and we are just going to continue just pulling that hide all the way down the back. Bit of pressure on the hide, and just ease that knife just on the edge between the meat and the hide. So yeah, I was saying I did look into tanning, but it's a lot of work. So that's maybe just something I may get round to at some point. I don't like to waste anything. The head will go in the ground for 3 months. Feed all the underground insects in the garden. 3 months time, I'll pull it out. So now you can see that we've got some movement. So I'm going to actually pull down to the anus. Sorry, tail, my bad. Down to the stomach area. Not that the stomach's in there, that's already gone. There is a bone in here. In good skinning guys can just pop a knife into it and it comes straight out. I am not one of those good skinning guys that knows how to do that. I can feel it. I just don't know how to. There's a trick to popping it, but I don't know the trick. I think I got it anyway. Okay. So we are getting there now. Go back onto my filleting knife.
Guys, I'm sorry for having my back to you in the camera frame. I only had one camera set up. I'm sorry for that.
So when I shot this deer, he was looking at me. The bullet went in through his shoulder blade and went straight through him. Came out right here. You can see the little bit of damage there. It looks like it's time for me to go up again. the shoulder that the bullet went into. As I do on my own butchering, I'll make it work. I won't lose much meat. I'll just make a burger out of that shoulder. Ground venison. Oh yeah. Now it's coming. Doing the work for me. Something like that. So I'm down at the shoulders. Now on a deer, the shoulders are only connected with muscle. So I'm gonna take the hide all the way to the neck, and then I'm going to take the front shoulders off first. I do have a bone saw for this. Can't seem to find it.
Guys, in the interest of video length and the fact that that front shoulder was so destroyed, I've missed part of that video and I've just removed the whole thing.
So I took the other shoulder off, couldn't salvage it. Might work on it a little bit, but I could not salvage it. It was just obliterated. We have two very hungry dogs next door. I will get as much meat off it as I can and feed it to the neighbours. So we'll move the camera so you can see just how easily the shoulders do come off. So like I said, the shoulders are not held on by bone, they're just held on by muscle. So you can sort of feel for it, feel for that bone there, and then just work the knife around it. And she is nearly off. Should have really used my filleting knife, but we'll get there. So this meat here, a lot of people use it. It is called, I've forgotten the bloody name of it. I do know the name of it. I'll remember once I've got the shoulder off. Okay, so that's the shoulder off. And there's not much hair on it at all, but it'll be cleaned several times before I start butchering it. So we are going to go and in and get the internal fillets. So inside, either side of the backbone are the internal fillets. Unfortunately, one of them has been damaged. It's a shame because it is the most tender part of the deer. I'll try and really take my time on this side so I can get it all. And it's like anything else, just feel for the bone. Once you hit that bone, drawing it with your knife, and at some point you'll be able to pull on the fillet. That is the best part of the venison. It is. The other one is damaged. I'm going to move on to the back strap. So the back strap is this meat that runs parallel either side of the backbone. So it goes from buttock pretty much to the neck. So in at the bone, follow that bone down. Stay your knife on that bone. Put your thumb in, feel it. It's going to be about that wide. I'm going to pull it from this side so that I don't lose much of the meat. So again, just running that knife down the spine, separating the meat from the bone. Take some of this off while I'm here with my filleting knife. That white membrane I'll leave on and remove that when I butcher. So skate steak. This is what they refer to as skate steak. I'm going to remove some of the messy parts. They'll go for the dogs. But this is called the skate. We won't waste it. I'll use it in summer sausage or grind for ground beef. But I digress. I'm working on the fillets on the back strap. Once I've got a piece I can grab, I'll pull it away from that bone. about that. Excuse my unsafe use of the knife there. Alright, now we've got to move this back strap. Take your time. You're going to be right on that bone. Get all the meat, because that is fabulous. From this side, I can just about pull it off, but I'm going to take my time and get all that meat. I've no doubt right now my eldest son Charlton is salivating seeing that back strap. Super lean meat, really good healthy meat, good for you, and we've got 2 of these. So same thing, other side of the spine, find the bone, keep your knife on the bone and just work it. I'm going to sharpen my knife, bear with me. So I'm at home, so I'm able to just grab my kitchen knife sharpener, sharpen knife. If you are not at home and you're out in the back of beyond, but you do have your vehicle with you, if you feel your knife needs a little bit of a sharpen, open your window, your car window, your truck window, and just run your knife like you would round a sharpener. Run it on this edge of the window, and it will sharpen it for you. Just a little trick that I learnt on YouTube. Gotta love YouTube. So again, take time, all that meat. That's back strap number 2. So last thing to do, as I'm not using the ribs, it's a lot of work for very little meat, is the hams. That's the last thing I'll be taking off. So I'm going to drop it down so it's just at working level. So the last thing to take off is the hams. Now the hams are connected with a bone right on the pelvis. So we're going to work moving the carcass down off the ham, and then we'll get to that. Pelvis. I did remove the head, just because of these. Remove that. I'll keep I'll use the weight. So same as everything else. Find the bone. Hold the bone around. Again, seasoned hunters, you can do this all with this knife. I cannot. I will need help.
Guys, just an FYI, when you are ringing the hams up by where the triangle is, start higher than the triangle where the deer is being held, and it just makes your life simpler. And like I said earlier, I am a beginner. The guy who taught me can pop these with a single knife, but a saw will get it done just the same.
The first ham off.
Yes, I know, I am a beginner. I did have a tarp on the ground. Again, guys, my apologies for having my back to the camera, but you get the idea.
And the last ham removed. And that's it. That's the last ham.
Guys, thanks for watching. If you've got any comments, please leave them below. Please do like and subscribe to our channel. Like I said right at the beginning, I am a beginner. If you've got any hints from me, again, please leave them in the comments below. That's me putting it on ice. And we will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.